Oh, should we just start over? Sorry, I didn't read that at all. I'm Drew Cressman. I'm a faculty member in biology.
I'm Lauryn Dunn, and I am a 2025 graduate.
This is SLC Transcript Review.
Okay, Lauryn studies. I'm a biology concentration, mostly cell biology.
Drew teaches. I teach all the small biology stuff, molecular biology, cell biology, genetics, virology. I teach a course in forensic biology, as well as first-year studies when it comes around.
On the transcript, human genetics.
Lauryn took human genetics with me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. First genetics experience?
It was. So I had actually never taken a biology class before, ever. It was my first experience wandering into a biology classroom, either at the college or the high school level. I kind of wandered in randomly. I was really excited about it. It's a lecture that Drew teaches, and I absolutely loved it. That class really changed the way that I thought about science and really changed the path of my career.
In many ways, that was a class that is designed to do that. It's a class that's taught as a lecture to a number of students, many who don't necessarily come in with a biology predisposition. Then the thought is, this is something that's really kind of cool, and maybe it latches onto you, and it did, I suppose, in a way.
It very much did. My favorite day in that class was when you walked in, you set a bunch of papers down, and you just went, pop quiz, and all the class is like freaking out, right? Drew doesn't do pop quizzes. And he sets down this massive bag of candy and starts asking us all these random questions and just chucking candy around the lecture hall.
It's always good fun. There is the sort of the deer in the headlights syndrome initially when that happens. People are a little panicked, but then it's a good way to get people talking about genetics. That was good fun. I like that day.
On the transcript, virology.
This is an upper level course. It's one of the several advanced level courses that I teach. And it's really the study of viruses. It's a small seminar. In your year, there was only probably, about 10 or 12? Something like that.
So.
What'd you think of it?
I loved it. It was one of the most challenging courses I've taken at SLC by far, just by nature of it. It is quite an advanced course, but it was fascinating. We do a lot of different things in it. We read different scientific papers. We learned about kind of the historical relevance of different viruses, dissected kind of what a virus is, how it operates, and the whole cellular mechanisms behind that. And it was the first advanced cell bio class I had taken, and I really enjoyed it.
And it's a course that my advanced courses I try to teach at more of almost a graduate level type thing. And so my expectations of the students in there are high. The exams are hard, but it's meant to challenge you, but it's also meant to make you think and to teach you to think in a level that's beyond just sort of the fundamental level.
On the transcript, advanced cell bio.
That's currently the class that Lauryn is in right now. It's it's the other upper level course that I teach. We only have 9 people in it this semester. And it's a course that's different because there's no textbook. It's all literature-based, all research articles, very much student-driven, and it's not at all me lecturing. It's us collectively dissecting and tearing apart a paper.
The class is so much fun. We read scientific research articles every week. That is the entire goal of the course. And this one, you really, really do run like a graduate seminar, I would say. It's just presenting. So like Drew said, he doesn't teach the class. It's actually our job to lead the class discussion. So you'll have your week where you're presenting with your partner, and you have to present all the material and basically teach the class for 2 hours, which is a skill, and I think it's a really important skill. And then the Thursday is just dissecting the paper, and we really just spend 2 hours going over every inch of the paper. And it's a lot of fun. I really, really enjoy it. And
some of the papers have been really good, and some we've torn apart and at the end have decided there's a better way to do this. And a lot of it is really, in many ways, I like this class because it's not so much me teaching and saying, here's the knowledge, blah, blah. It's us actually collectively, students and faculty, exploring an area. Drew taught Lauryn.
I think you taught me to believe in myself a lot more. Again, I didn't come here as a biology student, and so that was a whole new skill set that I had never accessed before. But particularly through both classes and then also summer science, which is a program the school runs that I did with you, learning to think on my feet and learning to trust my gut. And I'm able to turn around to you and say things like, I don't agree with this, and I'll be able to explain myself to you, and you will validate what my opinions are on things, which I think is really, really important. It's given me a lot of self-confidence, and I really appreciate that.
Lauryn taught Drew. It's interesting. You don't often think of it as from a faculty perspective of necessarily what the students are teaching professors, but a lot of it is really almost teaching in terms of what is the curiosity, the nature, where do you want to take your interests and how do you want to explore them, not only just within the classroom, but then beyond the classroom. And I think I'm always appreciative and impressed by students who are wanting to really push the boundaries of their own, what you think of as your own knowledge limitations, and pushing it beyond what the classroom is offering, and say, I read this or I saw this, what does this mean? Let's talk about it. And that, I think, is one of the highlights of actually teaching here, is actually having those students that are just suddenly latching onto a field, and you can see that interest is exploding within them. That is so much fun.
What interdisciplinary means to us?
So interdisciplinary for me is, I think, really sort of working with the students to say, how can we take your interests that are in biology or not in biology and then make it relevant to us? And I think that often comes through in conference projects where students may have an interest in whether it's humanities or arts or something, and then using that as a potential vehicle to explore whatever we're talking about in class or whatever the course subject is, and to make it in a way much more connected and meaningful.
Yeah, for me, it was one of the really big reasons why I chose this school. Like I said, I came in with a completely different concentration in mind, and so being able to come here and do multiple things and explore multiple disciplines was really why I chose this school. I think it allowed me to find biology, but in addition to that, it's allowed me to pursue a lot of my other interests. Even though I don't consider myself to be a history concentration anymore, I still take a lot of history classes, and I greatly enjoy them. It's allowed me to explore new fields outside of biology. I've done a lot of anthropology and just different disciplines, which I think is such a strength of the education that the school provides. Conference projects. I've done 2 conference projects for you now.
Okay.
The first was for virology. I did a historical look on different viruses, particularly with the approach of vaccines. But one of my favorites I've done is actually this semester. I'm working in your lab as my conference project, which is amazing. Drew got a new piece of equipment in the lab, and so my job is to write up a user's manual, essentially, for the new technology we have in the lab.
Yeah, which is great. It's both useful to me, but it's also the chance for you to get hands-on experience and then sort of say, look, how does this work? Find where are the things, that works well, where are the things that, how do we apply it in terms of our own research, and particularly with regard to summer science, which is the next one.
Summer science.
So we run a summer science program, which is an on-campus internship program for 8 to 10 weeks for students working in any of the science disciplines: biology, chemistry, computer science, mathematics, physics, environmental science. So in my lab, for example, I have 4 or 5 students that work with me each summer pursuing a project related to molecular biology and gene regulation. So one of the summers you participated, that was last summer, or was that 2 years ago? 2 years ago. What'd you do?
It was fantastic. So it was my first time getting in the lab, getting hands-on experience outside of kind of a teaching environment. It really is. We go in, we learn all the different techniques in about the space of 2 weeks. It really is a crash course intensive. And then you spend the rest of the summer doing actual bio research, which was an absolutely fantastic experience. Favorite thing about studying DNA? I don't know if this is an answer about DNA, but I can give you the reason I study biology, and that goes back to the human genetics lecture I took with Drew. And for me, I walked into that classroom and I learned that I saw a space for myself in science. And so Drew would often walk in you did this morning actually, we had class this morning and Drew did this morning, and he'd walk in and he goes, this just happened in science. This is really exciting. Right. It was so cool for me to be able to see that, wow, there's things currently happening in science. It gives me a place to kind of visualize myself within the field. But then in addition to that, you would draw some kind of pathway up on the board and you'd get to some protein at the end of it and you'd go, we don't know what this protein does. If you can figure it out, Nobel Prize. And just those 2 things where I was able to go, wow, there's really interesting stuff happening out there. There's things happening constantly. I could be the person doing that. And I think that's why I study bio. Why SLC? I grew up on the West Coast. I grew up in a very small town in Oregon, and I was really, really excited to get out of there. I wanted to be somewhere near a big city, but I didn't want to be immediately in the big city, as I figured that would be a little bit overwhelming for me. So for me, Bronxville was absolutely the perfect location, so that was a big factor. In addition to that, I'm on the women's basketball team here, and that was a really big factor for me. But most importantly, my education. I love the interdisciplinary aspect of SLC. I came here not knowing what I wanted to study, and so SLC gave me the options to explore broadly and kind of narrow down from there, which is really what I've been able to do. So.
I think for me, in terms of why Sarah Lawrence and why do I like being here, it's the chance to do this. It's the chance to interact with students. It's the chance to know my students as more just than faces in a crowd or a number on a spreadsheet. It's the chance to actually help somebody find their passions and find their academic interests, and then give you those tools to then take it to the next level. You know, hear back later, hopefully years later, go, wow, you're doing great. You know, that's, you know, there's a certain reward, I think, to that.
Okay, wrap it up.
I don't know, any last words? It's a lot of fun working with Lauryn. Yeah, you just have to go out, succeed, come back, let us know how it went. It's always nice from my perspective to see where the graduates go, to know that you still have that connection. I'm still in touch with undergrads from, you know, who've already graduated. So. Thanks for watching.